On Tuesday, we followed the women's winner of the Austrian Summer Series bouldering competition round 2, and now it's the turn of the men. Today we follow Georg Parma as he makes his way through the finals. The first boulder was easy to read but hard to climb, and it came right down to the wire.
So he's definitely in good shape. He's from Lower Austria but lives in Graz. Last year he was injured. He injured his wrist, but now he's back and highly motivated to show his best in this final of the second part of the Austria Climbing Summer Series. Georg was 21st at the World Cup in bouldering in Wujiang last year and 17th at the World Championship in lead in Innsbruck in 2018.
Yeah, that injury came at a pretty bad time for a young climber. But he's back now and looking pretty handy on this boulder.
Yeah, I took the time to heal it and sticks the zone.
There's a lot of Georg Parma to fit in that small gap.
Come on, Georg.
But he's managed to do it and he's got himself out now.
Yep.
Completely different method, but he's got the foot out. Big cheer from the crowd. Could be we be on for a first top. Oh!
No way!
He won't get much closer than that.
Oh, he's breaking my heart. How did he let go now? Oh, that is heartbreaking. But he has 1 minute 20 seconds left on the clock, so all he has to do right now is focus. Oh, he almost had it, and then his foot slipped and he's back on the mat. I couldn't still believe it himself. Oh, that was too bad.
I did actually ask the setters, could you hand jam the top? Because it doesn't look that secure. But they said, no, it's good, it's good. But it doesn't look that good. He slipped out of it when he had one hand on it.
Yeah, the question always is, what is good? I mean, the route setters here are Martin Hammerer, who's the chief, Florian. We have Andreas Matuszka and Joch Verhoeven, and these are strong climbers themselves. So if they say a hold is good, then I wouldn't quite say that it's as good as you would want it to be. But I still hope that Georg will be able to finish that boulder. He'd be the first one in this final round. Come on now.
Dabbed the hold. Testing the limits of a controlled starting position, but judges seem happy enough.
Come on, Georg. This is a tricky foot swap. Oh, a lot of people had problems, and Georg does as well. Too bad. Luckily, I read the time wrong before. I told you he has 1 minute 20, which was not correct. Now we heard the 1 minute beep. So 1 minute to go for Georg. One last try to show us a top on boulder number 1. Come on, Georg. And of course it's frustrating because he knows that he can do it.
I think it must be really hard to get over that frustration on this kind of boulder as well, where you can't take your aggression out. You have to be really calm.
Yeah, you really have to focus. Wow. This foot swap is super technical.
He looks really solid on this section, so let's see if he can have another look at the top. 20 seconds to go. That's plenty of time for this move. Can Georg Parma do it? It would be the first top of the boulder.
Now concentrate.
Yes, he can. Yeah. 10 seconds to spare and he gets it done. We actually cut away at the crucial moment. I had to look up at the wall, but he did do it.
And that, of course, puts him in a very nice spot at the beginning of this final. The first climber, yep, he's satisfied, to top boulder number 1.
The 2 was a slab, and Georg had to climb it to stay in contention.
Georg Parma can take the the win is actually in Georg Parma's hands. If he just does what everyone else does from here on out, he's going to win. But
yeah, we're far from deciding
lead.
The winner here, but we're on boulder number 2, and Georg is the only one who climbed boulder number 1, and he is one of the slab experts, I would say. He's definitely one who enjoys slab climbing, and yeah, he knows that the other climbers have topped this boulder, and that's what he wants to do as well.
So rocks on. He'll know the boulder's been topped lots of times, so attempts are clearly going to be the separator on this boulder. So I think quite sensibly he doesn't rush.
Yeah, it really takes his time. Wow. Other climbers used their foot on the right-hand side, but they were all smaller. Georg is one of the, or the tallest climber in this final. So therefore he has to use different methods.
It was good actually to see a close-up of that hold. It's terrible.
Yep, it's a tiny dual texture screw hold.
Ooh.
And you have to trust your feet 100% on this slab.
So nobody has yet flashed this boulder. Stefan Rest got it on his 6th attempt and 2nd attempt from the other 3 climbers who've topped it. Just over half the time remaining for Georg.
Come on, Georg.
So
does he go straight to the zone?
Yeah, I think he's considering it.
He's definitely thinking about it.
It is a pretty good hold, but,
yeah,
it's a long way.
Yep, definitely better to put your foot on the tiny screw hold. Come on, Georg.
You can see it's really fun to watch. The climbers have to get their left arm out of the way so they can see where to put their foot. And speaking of the left arm, it's just a little short there.
I thought
on the zone.
Almost had the zone there. Gives the boulder another good brush. Yeah, it's really hard not to rush it on a slab, especially if time's ticking away. He has 1 minute to go, 1 minute 5 seconds. Come on, Georg, you can do it. Will he be able to stick the zone? Everyone who stuck the zone topped the boulder so far.
Yeah, the top section doesn't look nearly as hard. This move here really looks to be the crux. And this time he finds it. 40 seconds to go, plenty of time. So he can just take it slowly, get the feet sorted out, find a position he likes. And being a bit taller, much as it might have hindered him lower down, should help him a little bit here. You can get that bit closer to the top hole, press underneath it, and he finds a second top. So Georg Parma will go on to boulder 3 in the lead.
Yeah, that was important for him now, obviously. He has now climbed 2 boulders and is leading the pack.
Yeah, Jakob Schubert cannot catch him. In fact, yeah, Jakob, the best he can do actually is move up into 3rd, even if he flashes this boulder, because he didn't get anything out of the first boulder.
Time to get physical on boulder 3. Could Georg keep his momentum?
Becomes the first climber with 3 zones though, and that could be crucial.
Yeah, and a really good effort by Sasha. Wow, that was a total, yeah.
Now here's a man who's in a good position, Georg Parma, currently leading.
Could be the first to top 3 boulders. Not sure if it's 100% his style. Please prove me wrong, Georg. I'd love to see a top on boulder number 3. Come on. Only Stefan Rest used the heel hook on the left starting hold so far. And that just goes to show that this heel hook is not an obvious one and not a good one at all.
No, nobody else seems to... Maybe it's not something they spotted in observation because nobody else has even looked at it. I think it might have been something Stefan just found.
Yeah, it's definitely not obvious. And usually in observation you go through the boulder with your buddies. Yeah, and you point out everything you see because you want them to point out everything they see. So teamwork.
So Georg Parma getting set again. Big move up now. It's a little crimp. This time he latches it. Looks pretty touch and go. Goes out again with the right hand. Toe hook in place. Decides actually not to use it. Oh, I'm just thought it was just going to hang on. His little finger wasn't actually on the hole. He didn't hit it perfectly.
The toe hook would definitely help. As I said before, I'm sure you can do it without the toe hook, but it saves some power.
Yeah, if that's a cut, he'll have to tape it. They've been really on top of people taping cuts.
Yeah, and especially if the crimps are small and your finger is taped, then you don't have the best friction. You can also feel it on the big volumes, but on crimps I find it especially
Oh, that's a horrible
tricky.
hold. Oof.
Yeah, a tiny little squadra chip. Not a good hold at all.
They've also put a blocker hold underneath so you can't pinch the volume. Oh, definitely more fun to watch this boulder than climb it, I think.
I would love to try, but it's Georg's turn, of course. And he also, just like Sasha.
You show him how it's done afterwards.
No way. Last minute beep, and just like Sasha, he takes a good look at the boulder, takes his time, which is a very smart move because it is a tiring and powerful boulder. Come on, Georg. Geht schon. Geht schon, Georg.
Really struggling, I think, with a bit of skin maybe, or I don't think it's a finger injury, it's a pulley, but something not right on the left hand.
Too bad, he calls it a day on boulder number 3.
So it is left to Jakob Schubert to find a way.
Coming into Boulder 4, he just had to send it to win the comp. Pressure time.
Yeah, so Sasha Lehmann, as you rightly say, guaranteed his place on the podium. And Jakob Schubert now can't win because even if he tops, he would have 2 tops and 3 zones, which would be less than Sasha's 4. So it's a battle, straight up battle now between Georg Parma, who we're watching, and Sasha Lehmann. Jakob's not going to make it 2 out of 2. Of course, still a lead to come, and he might fancy his chances there, but he's not going to manage it in the boulder.
Yeah.
Max Kleisattel just walked back out into the arena, looks pretty happy. Fist bump with Urs Stucker, the German coach.
Will it be Sasha Lehmann or Georg Parma? We will find out in the next 4 minutes.
Even less, yeah. He actually used an awful lot of time just pondering Georg Parma. Attempts don't matter. If he tops the boulder, he wins.
Too much rotation, could not quite hold the swing on this red volume. I think he knows that, yeah, now it's about victory here at the Austria Climbing Summer Series Part 2. Pressure's on for Georg Parma. Will Georg win, or will we have the first Swiss victory in this Austria Climbing Summer Series? Oh, I can feel the pressure. I am nervous. Are you, Charlie?
Of course I am. Of course. Georg Parma now embarking on attempt number 2. It doesn't matter about attempts.
No, he just has to climb the boulder. But it's not a justice. This is no easy.
He stops on the red volume, goes up to the zone.
Come on, Georg.
Now should be able to reach the top hold a little bit easier than some climbers. Can he use his height to his advantage now? This is for the win in the Summer Series Part 2 from Georg Parma, and he just got himself a little too far out from the wall. He was pressed in nice and safe, and he just reached around a bit too far.
But he's really making it extremely exciting here for all of us. I mean, he already let go of the first top, of the first boulder, yeah, of the top hold of the first boulder. If you think back to a couple of minutes before, and now he dropped the top hold of boulder number 4. I hope he'll be able to hold this top hold. He has 1 minute and 15 seconds left on the clock. Tries to calm down now by brushing the holds, but this guy knows what it's about for sure. Oh. My nerves are... Come on, Georg. Okay.
What a result this would be. It would be the biggest result of his career so far if he could find a way. He finished ahead of Jakob Schubert and Sasha Lehmann.
2 World Cup winners.
Result.
I mean...
So Georg Parma now, he's got loads of time. He'll get himself pressed in securely. Don't make the same mistake again of getting out away from the wall. You
He
need
already
to
dropped
creep
the
out.
hold once. Don't drop the top another time, and he doesn't!
He doesn't
Nice.
drop it. Georg Parma makes it 3 tops. Nobody is going to catch him. He's going to win the second of the Austrian Climbing Series, Summer Series events here. What a performance. That top of number 1 set him up. Let's have
Nice
another look.
job.
Crept out with the right hand, looked so nervous to commit, and I can understand why, but once he had that sweet spot, he wasn't letting go, and that is the win.
Such a cool competition, and there's more to come with lead climbing from the Austrian Summer Series coming soon, and it's being streamed live on the EpicTV YouTube channel. If you want to watch the full replays for those finals, there's a link down below. And remember our huge summer discount sale on the EpicTV shop, up to 55% off certain items. And of course, there's a link down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.